Recruits have been a crucial part of the Rainbow Six franchise, starting all the way back in 1998 with the original Rainbow Six. In the original game, you were given a selection of operators, each with their own stats and skills, such as demolitionists being better at setting explosives like breach charges, or recons who were better at stealth. One of the unique mechanics to the original Rainbow Six was that if you lost an operator during a campaign mission, they were dead for the rest of the playthrough. This meant you could lose every single operative in the game. But to prevent the game from being unbeatable, you could use the reserve class. They had the weakest stats of all the other operators, and I think the weakest AI as well, but you could use them to fill out all of your teams, essentially recruit rushing before it was cool. With the Eagle Watch expansion pack and later the sequel Rogue Spear, an additional sniper class was added which also included a reserve. A common strat for newer players to these games was to fill their teams with reserves so they could beat the game with no permadeaths and learn to play the missions. Now, technically, the reserves are not recruits. They're reserves. Recruits wouldn't officially make an appearance until Rainbow Six 3 Ravenshield, only in the tutorials. The recruit class was just a modified reserve class exclusively for the tutorials of the game with slightly worse AI. Outside of the tutorials, reserve was usable in the campaign, but to prevent reserve rushing, you had to lose an op in the campaign first, and then you could get to use the reserve. Recruits wouldn't reappear until the Siege reveal trailer, where technically the players in the trailer are recruits. They also made an appearance in the alphas and betas with some cool looking outfits depending on their armor. By the time Siege released, there were 5 different recruits, SAS, FBI, GIGN, Spetsnaz, and GSG-9, for both attacking and defense. In a similar manner to their usage in the first 3 games, recruits were meant to be used if another operator wasn't available, and in a few of the situations to help familiarize the player with the controls and mechanics. Recruits would remain untouched until Year 3, where a 6th recruit was added for the Outbreak event. Not really sure why they did this, but it was cool, honestly. All 3 players could be recruit if they wanted to, and this remained the only time recruit was customizable until now. For example, you could select different attachments for his available weapons. As a quick note, recruit was meant to appear in Extraction but was never implemented. However, he exists in the game files and on occasions can glitch in place of a regular operator. The recruits would have some minor touches for different events like Rainbow's Magic, but would not officially be touched until Year 5, where they were reworked for the worse. Removed from ranked playlists and given only a small selection of preset weapons, Recruit was kind of in a limbo. He really only served one purpose, to prevent the game from crashing if the game could not load an operator. You see, if for whatever reason a player loaded into the game right as it started, they would default to Recruit, probably to prevent the game from crashing. This allowed Recruit in ranked and even events. But as an operator, he just kind of served as a milsim role for T-Hunt by this point. And now, here we are with the upcoming Operation New Blood, where Recruit has been replaced with Striker and Sentry. Canonically, 2 positions for new Rainbow operatives to combat the Kirez organization. Of course, this means that what made said position a unique aspect to the game, if not franchise, has been lost by limiting the recruits to just 1 per team. But despite this, I am actually excited to see what these new operators are going to bring to the table. While I don't think that replacing the original recruit class is a smart idea, I am looking forward to this new season.